looking back over a year of absurdities, what comes to mind?
Well, if you had told me that a year from a year ago, the big conversation I would be having with almost everybody I knew was what vaccine I had gotten, that I would have been surprised. I mean, like now, I am old, so I'm very old, human, and I got vaccinated, and every conversation I have with my neighbors, with everybody, is about that. It's like used to be, you know, what's your sign? Now it's like, are you Moderna? Are you Pfizer? I'm a Pfizer guy. We have our own, you know, way of talking, our own. So that's big. That's different. I haven't changed clothes in a year. This is the same shirt, basically. This is what I've been wearing for a year now, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to change. I smell terrible.
That's why we're at a distance.
Yeah. It's not really so much for it's hygiene that's keeping me from other people. Then and just the whole way you interact with people, like in this neighborhood, and I guess most neighborhoods, there are some people who are terrified of you, of all other humans. There are people like walking all alone. Nobody's within 100 yards of them, wearing their mask, and I'm thinking, who, you know, and it makes me think, well, should I be wearing a mask, you know, or should I shout at them? I'm vaccinated. I have Pfizer. So there's that. You know, you have to treat other, and when we come to other people on the sidewalk, you know, we all give each other wide berths as though we're all about to just bite each other and, you know, turn each other into zombies. So that's weird. Never leaving home, that's weird. I have to adjust to that. Is there a world? I haven't been out. What's going on out there? Do people still drive out there? Yeah. Okay.
How much has changed?
No.
Nothing's happened.
No.
Nothing of note has happened.
Nothing has happened?
No.
Who's the president now? Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. The way it's going, I don't know. I'd rather not know.
So when you, you know, at the beginning, right, there was the bizarre, the toilet paper bizarreness, bottled water for some reason, as if we were having a hurricane. You know, why was bottled water flowing off the shelves?
I will never understand bottled water. I mean, we live in Florida. The one issue we have is there's often too much water coming down out of the sky, water everywhere. There's just water in our streets, and I don't know why we go to Publix and buy more of it. Although, of course, we do that just like everyone else. I go and buy 9-volt batteries. I have nothing that uses 9-volt batteries, but I've got them in case the need. But you're right. Water? Why water? I don't know.
How about the toilet paper shortage? What was up with that?
Why toilet paper? Did they ever explain that? Were people just suddenly, like, I don't recall pooping more than usual, but all of a sudden there was no toilet paper. And to this day, when I go to Publix, I get very excited by the sight of toilet paper.
And you don't really know why.
I don't know, but it's almost sexual. Oh my God, there's toilet paper here in Publix. I'm not saying I go fondle it, but I do think about it.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm on the same page. It is exciting.
Yeah. Get on planes again? Yeah.
Does that come up with you and your family?
I'd like to fly again, but I just want to make sure that there's no other people on the plane. Is that too much to ask?
No.
Just me and the pilot. And I'm not sure about the pilot. You know, maybe just me, and I could fly the plane. No, we have actually flown a couple times to take our daughter to college, and you know. Other than the fact that you're sitting in a little tube with 9 million people in this, they don't give you anything to eat or drink, so it's not particularly pleasant. But the plane still takes off and lands, which I suppose is the important thing.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, a lot of people work from home. You know, people don't even go to work. Like you mentioned your clothes, you were half joking, but only half joking because I'm sure you probably haven't changed much. But people go, you know, days without ever putting on any work clothes. Wear flip-flops constantly because you're not leaving the house. And that happened for months for some people. Did you notice that happening with your wife, for instance?
Yeah, we are like that. I mean, we mostly worked at home anyway, but now we're doing everything virtual. Virtual is a word meaning bad. like everything virtual, it just sucks. The meetings suck. Virtual parties suck. And we went to a virtual wedding. It sucked. Virtual means sucked, basically. And but we've gotten used to that. Like, if we're gonna do anything, first of all, we're gonna put a little tiny camera on and shine a light in our face, and the two of us will be crowded into this little box. And hi, we went to this. Don't do this to your friends. If you have friends, don't hold a party and say, we're gonna have everybody come at 6 o'clock, and we're gonna have just like a party, because it'll be what it is like there's the poor birthday person sitting there like this, and in like million boxes with little people in, all too stupid to mute themselves, going hi, 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 and everybody tries to talk, and then everybody interrupts everybody else, and the poor person whose birthday it is going, hi, yeah, this is so much great, this is great, kill me, just come kill me right now, because I have to sit here for an hour and look at these boxes. So we've done that, and I hate it. I hate all virtual things. I never want to do anything virtually again. Although you can be pretty much naked from the waist down. Not that I advise, but you could, and still do it virtually. Unless, maybe not. Jeffrey Toobin, I'm thinking of. That was a bad example. Yeah, but that could go wrong there. But yeah,
south as it were.
Yeah. So I don't like the virtual thing at all. I don't really like anything about it, to be honest. I do like that I can wear the same shirt for 360 straight days. That's been good. I don't have to, no big issues about wardrobe. No, nobody cares.
So, well, let's think of a positive. Okay, the one positive I can think of in the pandemic, at least in the early days, when we actually had like a quarantine period, there was no traffic.
Yeah.
Anywhere fast.
Yeah. And because there's no traffic here in Miami, that means it's safe, because the most dangerous thing in Florida is, of course, other drivers, because let's be honest, we don't drive very well down here. We don't understand any basic concepts about driving. So yeah, fewer people on the road here. That's been pretty wonderful. That's it. And now they're back. There's a lot of, I don't know where everybody's going, but there's a lot of people on the road now. So yeah.
Right. And that's the only positive I could think of the pandemic was the traffic factor. I'm trying to think of other things that were positive.
We got to spend more time together as families, which was great for the first 2 to 3 hours. And then it was like, why can't we just go out, We did puzzles for a while, I was early on in the puzzles. I went to Target and bought puzzles, and it was like buying drugs, because there were like other people, not that I've ever bought drugs, but if I had, it would be like this, because there's other people look in the puzzle aisle, and like they sell them by the number of pieces, and I'm like 1,600 piece puzzle, grab that before there's just 300 piece puzzles left, because they suck. They're too easy. And yeah, so we did puzzles, and I got to say, that was really hideously boring. but it was something to do. We were looking for something to do. Yeah, we've watched every single show you can watch.
That's the other thing. Yes, binge watching. Everybody binge watched everything.
Right. You binge watch, and you get Postmates or whatever, or Uber Eats or whatever you get, and so our nights were exciting, because like we had to decide what we're going to binge watch, and then what we're going to order, Postmates or Uber Eats, and then because they can never find. I live in Coral Gables, where every street is named Caramba, and there's no street signs anywhere, so it's hard to find anything here. So I would have to be like, while I'm binge watching a show, I'm also looking out the window for when headlights go back 3-4 times. Then I run out. It's like I feel like a, kind of primitive man who would go out and kill the lion and bring it back to the family, or whatever the man, the hunter-gatherer. That would be me. And I would go out and wave down the Uber Eats guy or whatever, and I go, is it Juan? Juan, are you Juan? I'm Dave. Juan, Dave. And sometimes I would hit our neighbors' Postmates. I don't care. It's like it's a brutal time. We'll take whatever we can get, and bring it back. And that's been exciting too. That's the excitement we have. That's the nightlife here.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival, and binge watching and tracking down your food driver in Coral Gables. That's been pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've binge watched everything too. That's a really good point. And streaming has become the thing.
We stream a lot. We now belong to I don't know, there's Hulu, there's Netflix, there's, of course, your regular, there's Apple, Peacock, there's all these. We spend, I would say, $15,000 a week now on TV. We don't even know our passwords to many of them, but we have it, So between that and delivery food, we're getting by.
So
we're surviving.
So now that the vaccines are coming out, like you said, you're a Pfizer.
Pfizer.
You're a
Pfizer. We have a sign we make. It's a P. I just invented that, but I think it could catch on now that it's on television.
Yeah.
Hey, we see each other, and then we can have sex if we want. Not that I would. I mean, but we could because we've had the. Well, actually, we don't know. That's the other thing. They tell you, well, you're vaccinated now, but we don't know if that will actually mean anything. So why did we do that? Why did we go to all that trouble? But I'm still pretty excited about being a Pfizer.
So do the Pfizer people get along with the Moderna people, or is it like bitter rivalry?
Oh, we hate the Moderna people. Like, when it's like the Jets and the Sharks in West Side Story. When we see each other, we keep our distance. We whip out our hand sanitizer in a threatening manner. We're a gang, the Pfizer gang. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right here. Hand sanitizer.
I got to say, I've not reached the stage in life, Ari, where I can comfortably, and I'm comfortable in my masculinity, go around with hand sanitizer dangling from my belt. But
I do it. I threw caution to the wind long ago.
It's good look on you. It looks pretty studly.
I thought so. I think I'm sort of trend-setting in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that now that Johnson & Johnson's coming out too, then you're going to have a three-way gang fight at any given time.
Yeah, and there's no love lost. It's bad enough between the Pfizer and Moderna people, but now these Johnson & Johnson people come along with their one shot. Ha! Ha! No, we can't say that on we can't say that on television. Weenies, you weenie one-shot Johnson & Johnson people. Talk to me when you've had 2 shots and you've had the side effects. That's what we talk about. Those of us had a shot. God, it's an exciting life I lead. What shot have you got? What side effects did you have? Oh, it wasn't too bad. Well, yeah, arm hurt. Yeah, my arm hurt. Yeah. Well, I was kind of tired for a day. And we can blow a whole hour just chatting away like that. It's surprising our kids don't want to hang around with us more because of all the fun we are.
It's amazing. We are a barrel of laughs.
Yeah.
For sure. Wildlife loved it, right? For a little while, Biscayne Bay got healthy.
Yeah, no, and people aren't.
Everglades got healthier.
There's no litter out there. Come on, Florida, step up. This is it doesn't look like Miami anymore. There's nothing on the streets. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
No beer cans.
No.
Yeah. That was a benefit, though. That was another positive thing. You're right. Those were 2 positive things: traffic, and it was good for wildlife.
No, if we could just continue having nobody else but me personally around, I'd be very happy with the situation. It's the other people I'm concerned about.
Yes.
There's too many of them.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But they're all moving here now, I hear.
Yeah.
So.
Supposedly tech industry's coming here.
Yeah.
Have you noticed this? There's mask fashion now. It's like you can go to the mall and buy masks that are $80 if you have a fan in them, but there's also all these different fashionable masks that have, look at, I don't mean to brag.
But that's a pretty nice mask.
I got a Paisley.
I had this crappy old paper. But one thing I don't get, I see a lot of, and this is not just in Miami, but when you see this, like they're walking around public, like what are they thinking? Are they thinking that the nasal passage on their nose, it's connected to the rest of your respiratory system, people, if you didn't know that. This looks really stupid. You might as well just be wearing a tattoo that says, I'm a moron, as wear your mask like this. If you're gonna go to trouble to wear the mask, wear it the right way, like this. Cover all the orifices, because your eyeballs can also spread the, people don't know that. That's the other thing. You can say anything and people will believe it. Yeah, I just read today that the ears transmit the virus more than any other orifice in the body now that we've covered the other ones, all right? So people should be, if we're really gonna do this right, when you're in Publix, when you get to the cashier, you should be, this is correct. What? I'm sorry, I'm being safe. Yeah.
That's right, that ear transmission.
Yeah. It's audio transmission of the. But the thing is, you can say that, and pretty much everybody will believe you, because every day you read a new thing about how it transmits or doesn't transmit or won't or might or
no
not.
question.
You've got to cover your ears.
This guy, he was an expert. He was a doctor.
He was wearing a mask. He knew what he was talking about.
He's an epidemiologist, I heard. He's a famous expert. This Dave Barry, Dr. Dave Barry.
Dr. Dave.
Yeah, and he was walking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
No question about that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna help. This is going to help a lot of people.
Oh, yes. No question.
Yeah, which is why I'm here. This is my role in life, is to help people.
And me too, which is why I thought, who can I get to help people?
Help people.
More than just me by myself. Dave Barry,
Yeah.
he does it.
Yeah, I'm not enough misinformation. I'll need another source.
Right.
So, yeah.
Someone else to take it to another level.
Another level of misinformation.